Hello, everyone. Welcome to part 24. And last time, Bob Fartley built our teleporter to infiltrate the Institute, and we're about to walk in there right now. And here we go.
I've checked and rechecked everything. I think the signal interceptor's ready to go. Are you?
Oh,
Let's do this.
All right. Head up onto the platform and we'll see if I can find a signal to lock onto.
Toilet water.
Wanted to get into the Institute, right? Well, what are you waiting for?
Toilet water!
Toilet water!
Let's see. Relays dialed in. Beam emitters warmed up. Everything looks green. Let me start scanning for the signal. Cross your fingers. I'm inputting the code now. Wow, there's a heck of a lot of interference and ghosting. It's gonna take a minute or two to lock in. By the way, this little trip you're taking is a heck of an opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. I put a clever little program on this holotape that'll scan their network and download anything it finds. Place it in any terminal down there. It'll do the rest. Bring it back to me and I'll see if I can make sense of whatever it found. Well, looks like we have a winner. RF wave capture complete. Ramping the emitter. 60%, 80%.
Not doing any yoga.
Spiking but steady.
No yoga.
Just to throw the transmit switch. Transmitting in 3, 2, 1. Stay safe, soldier.
I don't even like the concept of just rating
What's hot yoga?
hot yoga is basically regular yoga, but it's hot steam. So you're constantly sweating naturally. It's stupid.
It's yoga in the sauna, basically.
Yeah.
It's not that bad.
Yes, it sounds pretty. It is pretty bad.
It's as bad as you think.
It's pretty stupid.
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
Oh, he's blow my nose.
I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here.
Oh,
I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute. This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future.
Lies.
It's never been easy. And our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground. There's too much at stake here to risk it all. As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific,
So what's
very
Bob doing this
personal
episode?
reason. You are here.
I'm infiltrating the Institute.
Come on.
Wait, is that him?
I'm ready for Bob.
Oh my gosh, that's him.
Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
What?
Sean.
Father, what's
It's
going
me.
on? What's happening?
I'm your dad. Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
I'll kill them.
Shh,
I don't know.
it'll be okay,
Go
Sean.
away.
I'm
Father.
here now.
Father, help me! There's someone here, help me!
Damn it.
Father?
Sean, open
Father,
the door.
help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Is he mental or something?
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
Oh, when he said father. Oh, okay, I get it.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
Just help me understand what's going on here.
I promised answers, and answers you shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Wait, what?
What?
It's really you.
What? Really?
After
You're
all
kidding.
this time.
Yes. It's true. In
What
the
is he,
book,
like 90?
you had no concept of the passage of time.
This guy.
You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
They stole you. Kidnapped you. Wasn't right.
Right, wrong, irrelevant. It was necessary. The Institute believed humanity's future depended on it. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me, after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Really?
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up?
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
What would you have me say? The world is a dangerous place. Although I think maybe it always was. It's just a bit more honest about it now. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done. What kind of man he was.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
I don't expect you to understand or agree with the decision. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow you, us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position, obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. I know there's more for us to discuss. But the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I don't know what to do.
I realize that. It's why I'm trying to help you. I hope that you can see that rationally. The Institute is the only thing left in the world that is worth being part of. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
All right.
Thank you. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Oh, well.
Well,
That was very
emotional, wrenching.
revealing.
Sorry for the silence, everyone. This is going to be a rather silent one from us because this
There's-
episode's going to be a lot of exposition.
Dialogue. Alright.
Huh.
So Bob Fartley's son is 16 years old. Wow. John Fartley.
Interesting. So I wonder how this will play out now that is Bob Fartley still going to try to continue his mission with the Brotherhood of Steel, or will he join the Institute and their endeavors? Very, very interesting. I don't think Bob Fartley was counting on his son being the director of the Institute. But,
I mean, I would.
yeah.
I would Bob.
Okay. Oh, we just got an achievement. But it didn't pop up. I just yeah. I'm like, when did I didn't did you see it pop up? Oh. Yeah, we got an achievement just now, or 15 minutes ago. And I didn't even realize it.
Wow.
I don't think we
Oh, we
turned-
were both in the kitchen at that time.
Oh, was I? Maybe I
I
don't.
don't remember seeing it.
Yeah, I didn't pop up. It popped up on my phone though.
Who knows?
Interesting. Okay, well. Yeah, I just happened to look down. And he's like, "Oh, you got 20 gamer scores for
Sorry.
achievement called the molecular level." So it might have been right when you went through the teleporter. That it. We got it. But I never saw it pop up. Okay.
Through.
Okay. Oh.
What's the purpose of increasing your attack speed if you don't actually attack faster?
Make you ask questions.
It's important to you here, sir.
You looked at me funny. Why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me like that? So,
Because I want to.
can a guy just walk down the
Almost
stairs
done. Just
without
need
being
to
looked
tighten
at?
up this private
Hi, Doc.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
I'm good for now. Thanks.
Goodbye, then.
I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their time.
You know the protocol, sir. Authorized personnel only.
So Dr.
Reporting status. All functions normal.
Remember to keep unnecessary power consumption down. Don't recharge. It was probably just a You're here. Glad you made it.
We're all looking forward to working with you.
I actually don't recognize this room.
Involuntary twitching and rapid
I've never been.
I don't recognize this either.
It wasn't one of the ones that was.
Excuse me, Doctor.
It's you. You're finally with us. I'd just like to apologize for the trouble our synths caused for you.
I've heard enough of it.
They, of course, couldn't be told of your identity. They have very specific protocols for protecting themselves. And
That one definitely is.
I
The
designed.
skeleton on the big
Not to make problems for you, though. Will you be staying with us then?
Okay.
I'm thinking it over. Well, I hope you do decide to stay. It would mean a great deal to Sean. If you require anything, especially as it pertains to synths, please let me know.
I advanced this. This is what I was looking for.
Ah.
I wanted to at least talk to Master Lee before we had to end the episode. Don't worry, guys. Next episode, I'm going to be doing something exciting, like doing the thing Virgil asked me to do. So I'm going to have to be crawling back in somewhere
She's been
that's...
at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing.
Our...
At this point, she's just doing it.
There we go.
Dr. Lee.
Hello.
Oh, it's you. You're not authorized to be here.
Actually, I was looking for you.
Me? Why?
Let's just say that you've regained the attention of a certain group that I represent.
Stop beating around the bush. It's obvious that you're from the Brotherhood of Steel. I knew it was
What?
just a matter
No,
of
it's
time
not.
before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
Dr. Lee.
Never.
I'm only here with good intentions.
Never, Dr. Lee.
You have my word.
You're giving me your word,
Okay.
even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
Are you kidding me? I am surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world.
Right.
What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood valued your presence, and we'd like you to come back.
Well, how sweet of them. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Did you see that?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist.
Why am I
not a
failing every
soldier.
persuasion
The
check?
Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy,
Aren't
to take
every
control.
persuasion check
I'm not
attempt
interested
supposed to
in
just work?
returning to that way
Right.
of life.
I wish there was something I could say that would convince you.
You're wasting your breath. I'm a scientist, not a soldier. The Brotherhood desired my creations in order to destroy, to take control. I'm not interested in returning to that way of life.
I give up. What would it take to convince you?
All right, I'll play your game. I had a colleague down here, a Dr. Virgil. Several months ago, there was an accident in his lab, and he was killed. I wanted to help with the investigation, but Father had the laboratory sealed, saying that it was contaminated. The incident never sat right with me. The more I asked about it, the more I felt like Father was deflecting my questions. If you bring me solid information on what killed him, I'll take it as a favor from the Brotherhood and consider your offer. Do we have a deal?
Oh. Okay.
I know this may come as a shock, but Dr. Virgil is still alive. I met him myself.
Oh, please. Do you
Oh,
really
wasn't that
think a
one
cheap
gnarly
tactic like that is going to work on
ghost-looking
someone like
dude?
me?
Oh, that's right.
Stop trying to avoid the truth by lying. Either you get me the evidence, or we have nothing else to talk about. Deal?
Deal.
All right. Dr. Virgil's lab was in the Biosciences Division. I can give you a code that will get you into the section, but the lab itself has been sealed, so you'll have to breach it on your own. I'd tell you to be quiet about it, but your Brotherhood and discretion isn't exactly your strong suit. And finally, if you get caught, we never had this conversation. Now, for the sake of keeping up appearances, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a courser chip in it for you. Doctor's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay
The government's
out
here.
of
They
the
found
Institute
it. They found out my
at
secrets.
will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come
They
in.
know you've been
Given that the
sneaking
relay
cookies
is
in
the
a
only
cookie
way to
jar.
access
Yes.
the Institute,
Yep. Mhm.
handy is something that you understand.
Well,
In
with the
case the
sprinkles.
significance is
Yeah.
lost on you,
M&Ms.
you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If
Sometimes.
nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Speaking of, I trust our discussion will remain between the two of us. Now, I need to get back to work, and I'm sure you have other things to do.
Well, there we have it. So next time we will bring back our evidence that Dr. Virgil is in fact still alive and not dead.
Wait, Dr. Virgil might be dead? No.
No, he's not dead.
Oh. They just all think he is.
Yeah.
Or want him to be. Or
Um,
hunting.
So we will actually pick up there next time. And until then, stay tuned
Toilet
to
water.
our next episode. And we will see you guys later.